This week we have chest. Everybody's favorite, especially if you're a beach body extraordinaire, the chest is the way to go. So today we're going to be doing 5 different exercises for chest in this workout, including a very, very unique one at the end that a lot of you have probably not seen before. Probably one of the most intense exercises you can do for just stimulating chest growth. As always, we're here in Powerhouse Gym of Grand Haven, and we're always, as always, we are with Matt Wilbur. How are you doing today, sir?
Wonderful. I'm excited. Chest is my favorite.
Uh-oh.
We're going to have some fun today.
What are we hitting today, Matt?
Alright, first we're going to start with incline Smith machine. Everyone, always goes, how much can you bench press? It really doesn't matter how much you can bench press. The first thing you have to decide when you start working out chest is, are you a power lifter, a bodybuilder, whatever. So depending on what your goals are is going to determine what exercise you select and how you perform those exercises. So we're going to start with inclines. Inclines is the most important for your overall chest development. Everyone wants to do flat bench, and that's all they care about. But different exercises are going to hit different regions of your chest. So incline is going to work more upper chest. Anything flat is going to work middle to lower. And then any type of fly movement is going to really work the inside of the chest. So we're going to start with inclines because that's the most important for overall chest development. And then we're going to go down to flat dumbbell press. If you notice, we're not even going to do a regular bench press. Regular bench press is, everyone who's probably ever torn a pec is from regular bench pressing. So we're going to avoid the regular bench press. Then we're going to go into pec deck, which is going to work more the inside of your chest. It's pretty intense. Cable crossovers, once again, inside of the chest. And then we're going to finish with the side chest press. So if you've never done the side chest press, like Aaron was saying, it's pretty intense. And it really gets the blood flow and really finishes off the chest muscles.
Okay, so we'll see you in the gym, guys.
Alright guys, first exercise today is going to be incline press, as we talked about earlier. The trick with incline press is, again, keeping your back against the bench and just keeping your shoulders back, and really, again, you're squeezing the chest to the top. What some people do is, even though they're on a Smith machine, and we do it on the Smith machine to kind of take our shoulders out of it a little bit, kind of do a little bit more isolation on the upper chest. But when you're doing it, even on a Smith machine or a regular bar, when you're pushing up, if you think about squeezing your hands together and really squeezing your chest in between, you'll really start to feel it in your upper chest area, and that's what we're going for in this exercise. Matt?
So, like Aaron kind of already pointed out, doing the Smith machine is nice because now you can really focus on just your upper chest throughout the movement. A lot of your stabilizer muscles, they're still active, but not quite as much. So you really can focus on just using the upper chest. So once again, we're starting with inclines because inclines are going to be the most important thing for total chest development. And if you notice, a lot of people, they will have decent mid to lower chest development, but they won't have upper chest development. And that's because they don't focus on the inclines, and typically all they care about is how much they can flat bench. So through this, remember, try to really feel the muscles stretch and then get a nice contraction at the top. You don't want to quite lock out. You can't really tell on here, but Aaron's not locking out. By not locking out, you're keeping constant tension on the muscle throughout it. So the biggest thing on here, anytime you're doing anything on a bench, you want to have 5 points of contact. So you really want your feet in contact with the floor, your lower back, your shoulder blades, and your head. So 5 points of contact, that's going to give you the most stable base. And then anytime you're doing a fixed bar, so a barbell, the angle you want with your arms is about a 90-degree angle when you come down. So when you're coming down, a 90-degree angle is going to be optimal.
Yeah, the two things that I would like to add on this one, guys, is, again, when you're coming down, what he's talking about with the elbows, is try to keep your elbows back so you're really feeling your chest stretch out more than just your triceps. The more in that you keep your elbows and the further down that your elbows are, the more you're actually doing a tricep exercise, and we're not trying to do the triceps. That would be the first thing. Second thing is, as you can see, Matt's controlling the weight on the way down. Again, one of the biggest things that guys who do bench press fail to realize, the key to building a big chest, is controlling that movement as you come down, the negative contraction of that movement. A lot of people skip that, and they don't understand that muscle has, you have 3 different kinds, as I keep preaching. There's 3 different parts to each exercise, and you got to make sure that you're really stretching and controlling yourself all the way through to really optimize muscle growth. This exercise is going to be flat bench dumbbell press. Second exercise that we're going to do, and again, the reason we're doing dumbbells is again to activate those stabilizer muscles that we weren't activating during the Smith machine. And again, this is going to be your flat bench, more of a power movement, and this is going to be our last power movement for chest. We're only doing 2 today, just to try to really, get some blood flow, get everything pumping, and then after that we finish it off and try to chisel it out. Matt?
So what's nice about the dumbbells is with a barbell, you definitely have a fixed range of motion. For some people, that fixed range of motion is very uncomfortable, which is one of the reasons why when you do a flat bench press, you're increased risk of injury. So with these, you can position your hands a little bit differently. They feel it a little bit differently. You definitely increased stabilizer muscles are working here. So if you're used to machines or straight bar and you go to dumbbell, at first you might be a little shaky because those stabilizer muscles aren't quite used to being worked in that exercise. But really get a good stretch. The other thing with this is you're going to get an increased range of motion. So you're going to be able to increase the range of motion on the exercise. So you're going to feel it a little bit differently as well. So I like these just because I feel like I can feel my chest a lot more. The other thing, you can bring the dumbbells together at the top and get a much better contraction as well.
The only thing I'm going to add on this one, guys, is again, keeping the full range of motion, but the nice thing about these is, again, is you're controlling the weight the whole time too. So understanding that weights, while you can use a lot of weight on these, really controlling the weight and making sure that you're going all the way down, squeezing and flexing at the top is one of the most important parts of this exercise. Exercise we're going to do flies on the machine. Some people call them just pec deck, or
Some will call them pec deck, but it's just a cable fly. Well, it's not a cable fly, it's a machine fly. But what's nice about these is it keeps constant tension throughout the range of motion. Whereas if you were to do a traditional dumbbell fly, depending on where you're at in the position, is going to have different tension on your chest. Where here, throughout the motion, so when he's on the bottom and he comes into a stretch, he's going to feel the same tension as he does at the top. So with the dumbbell fly, actually when you come to the top of the contraction, a lot of the weight actually goes away just because of where it's positioned. So here, throughout, it's the same. So really here, you really want to feel a good stretch and then a really good squeeze right in the center of the chest. So as you're stretching the chest, the pull is on the middle of the chest right here. And then when you come, really good squeeze right there. If you're not feeling it there, you're probably doing it incorrectly. You'll see a lot of people do it incorrectly and they position their hands incorrectly or they position themselves incorrectly on the machine.
one thing that
I just got one more thing to say. So when you're here, elbows up, as you saw when Aaron was doing it, and chest is out. You don't want to come forward because then you're going to put all the tension on your front delt. So bring the chest out, elevate it, kind of pinch your shoulder blades back slightly, and then elbows high. You know, all the tension is going to be right there in the middle of your chest.
we're actually going to switch things up for this one. Matt's actually going to start because there's actually 3 different ways that you can do this one to hit different areas of your chest. And again, so he's going to walk you through those while he does his first set. But again, this is another one where we're doing inner chest. But again, with this one, because it's a cable, we're going to have more of the stabilizer muscles involved. It's a really nice exercise to kind of exhaust your chest muscles with. Matt?
So with the cables, again, it's all about constant tension on your chest. We're trying to, once again, we're attacking the middle of the chest here. But depending on where you pull, you're going to feel it more either in the upper chest, mid chest, or lower chest. So if you're kind of short on time and you want to do all 3, you can combine them and do a drop set, go upper chest, mid chest, lower chest. But I'm going to show you the first exercise. I'm just going to show you the 3 different ways to hit your chest. The first way is you're going to pull high, so kind of like right under your chin. This is going to hit your upper chest. So come back, get that good stretch. My elbows are awkward again. And then right there. So here, upper chest. Now if you want to go mid chest, you're going to come here. Now if you want to go lower chest, you're going to come lower. So depending on where you want to feel it, you're going to drive your hands different. So lower is here, mid's here, and upper is going to be up here. Even just moving my hands around, I can feel a big difference. So.
So that was our chest workout. Again, we had the incline barbells on the Smith machine. We had flat bench dumbbell, pec deck flies, cable crossovers, and then we showed you a special one at the end. Again, the trick with that special one, guys, is you have to have a machine that will do it. So you need really like a hammer strength machine or something like that in order to do it. But you'll really feel every muscle fiber in your chest working with that one. But as always, guys, throughout this workout, the key is with any chest movement is to stay controlled and really stretch the muscle as well as contract it. When you're working out, especially with your chest, there's a lot of guys who will do a lot of shoulder and everything out, and tricep and everything else. It's always thinking about your chest. Is your chest getting a full stretch or full contraction? That's the biggest key. If you're doing those things, you're going to see the results that you want. It'll drop your weight a little bit, but you're going to feel a lot more of a pump in your chest, and that's what we're going for.
Right, and the other thing that we really focused on this workout, again, was the incline. So if you want a really good chest, you really have to focus on the inclines. Like we said before, though, everyone really focuses on, you know, mid to lower chest, and then it kind of looks like they have droopy chest. We'll leave it at that.
Man boobs.
Man boobs. So if you really want a well-developed chest, you got to hit it in different regions. So the top region is probably top priority, and then talking mid to lower, and then really making sure you hit the middle of the chest. So all the exercises we did that, we hit every single region of the chest. We got a great workout. There wasn't any muscle fiber pretty much left that didn't get toasted. So total development, everything you do, total development, you got to switch angles, you got to do different exercises. Full range of motion, everything. Really make sure you feel the muscle work in lowering and when you're going up. A lot of people, you know, it's just ballistic, how fast can I lift this weight?
Right.
And they're really not hitting the muscle fibers. So train smart, train safe, that's it.
And as always, guys, we're here at Powerhouse in Grand Haven. Go ahead and check the description below. We'll have all the links for Matt and Lakeshore Elite Fitness, for his Facebook page, for Tourcotte Nutrition, Powerhouse Gym. All that stuff's going to be in the description below. So go ahead and take a look. Throw Matt a like on Facebook. Every single one of them will help. And again, if you have any questions for us, or you have any comments, or just any questions that you may have about any of the exercises you saw in this video, go ahead and leave them in the comments below, or send me a message or Matt a message on either Facebook or through YouTube. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. But as always, guys, train smart, train safe, and we'll see you in the next